Hi guys, welcome to this session on Microsoft Publisher. In this module, I want to have a look at how to create an address book. So on the screen, I've got the template address book that you get when you use the templates in Publisher, but I want to recreate this myself and show you how you can create these types of pages where you've got a single page and then a double page like that. So first of all, I'm just going to go Control N for new, and that should give me the option to get a blank page, which I will. So here we are, a blank page. So what I want to do is insert a page, but before I do that, I'm going to create a second master page. So view, into the master page area, and then add master page. So it's going to be called B master page, and I want it to be a 2-page master page. So click OK to that. So the first one is 1 page, then that's a 2-page. Now if I add another master page, I want this to be a single page, master C. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 1, and that one there actually hasn't got anything allocated to it. So I've done that first off, close this down. So now when I insert a page, I've got the option of inserting a blank page. I'll just do Control Z to undo that. I don't want to do that because I need to select the master page that I want, which is this one. Insert page, and I want it to be 2-page, and it's going to be master page B. That's what I want it to do. Okay, and I need to view 2-page spread, so it shows me the single page and then the 2 pages. So now every time I insert a page, I'll have that option. So if I do one more, insert page, it's a 2-page, I want it to be master page B. Okay, and now another one. This time I want it to be a single page, so I need to change that at the top to 1, and I need to leave that on master page A, so it gives me the 1 single page. And basically that's how you create these documents. Now normally when you use Publisher, you use a template where this is already set up for you, but sometimes it's quite difficult to see how Publisher's templates work if you don't actually do it yourself like this first, which is why I'm showing you this. So now to create the little table for the information for your contacts, it's just a case of creating a table, basically. Just create a table. Now, what you put in here is up to you, so I'm just going to have name, address, city, and then telephone number, email, something like that. Tel number, email. Now, obviously you are restricted to the size of the page. In fact, I'm doing this on the front page. I need to cut this off and do it on the middle 2 pages. So that's what I want it to be. So the size of this table is restricted to the page, so you can't have too much information in it. But if I just make it a little bit bigger, like this, so you've got some space actually to put the information in, like so. And then you'd want to replicate this as many times as you see fit across these pages. Depends how many addresses you want per page. So I'm just going to copy and paste this down, just using my Control key to copy. So I'm just dragging and copy, and I think I'm going to get 4 bits on there, and then same thing over the top on the other side. So to get matching 4 pieces, need to move it in a little bit. And then what I could have done is duplicate this page instead of, oops, missed that last one off. So you can I'm not going to spend ages lining these up, even though it's very annoying when you don't do it first time. It's something, I think it's human nature to have things lined up. And I'll just leave it like that because you can spend quite a bit of time moving it left and right to get it the same. But once you've got this page as you want it, you can then duplicate the page. But there is one other thing I want to do, and I've probably not left myself much space to do it, is I want to put the letter of what these addresses are on the top corner of this page, and it's looking quite small, but let's have a look. So if I go insert, place picture holder, and then I can move that up there, and make it a lot smaller than that, to be honest, like so. Or I can just delete that actually and use word art. So I'll try that. So word art, pick a style, that one, type your letters, so A, and then you can just position these off the page until you're ready to use them. So you're going to need quite a few of these. So if I keep doing that, I'll just do A, B and C. That's the one I picked. So A, B, move that off the page, and then the last one I'll do is C. So you do the whole alphabet and then just position them off the screen. Now if you've set this up how you want it, so you can use it over and over again, what you can also do is if you right click on this, you can save this as a building block, so it's available in every publication or any publication. So you just do that. I'll call it my table. I've already got one in here similar to this. It's in page parts and it's in the category general. You can change that or create other ones. Click OK, and there you go. Now let me just insert a duplicate page. So that's the page I want. So let's say this is going to be page A. So I'll just put that up there. So these are all the A's. So if I now go insert page, insert duplicate page of both pages. Okay. So then I've got it already set up underneath where I can change the A on the second set to a B, and so on, all the way through the alphabet. Just position that way you want it to do. So rather than doing how I did it initially, you could do it like that. Now, I'm just going to fill some information in to show you how this would work once it is filled in. If you kept this online or on screen, you can utilize it like this. So if I just put my surname in there and then go onto a different page, you've got find and replace. So I'll go for find. This box comes up on the right hand side. So if I type my name in there and then find next, it should jump to my name. There you go. So you can just quickly search for people's names by doing this, and you can just fill this in as you would fill any other address list, address book. So that's just a very quick explanation of how you would create your own address book. But obviously, with it being publisher, you can utilize the preset one. This is already set. You'd have to edit this if you're in the UK, changing that to postcode as opposed to zip, and that was on state, changing that to county or province, wherever you live, if you lived in Canada. Now, there's nothing wrong with using this one, but like I said, how is all this configured? It's quite difficult to see how it's configured without having knowledge of the master page and how that works, and whether it's more than one master page or not. Okay, so that's the end of this little session. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one.